And as I already mentioned, we will have one important presentation coming up right now. And that presentation is from Aksels Zingulis. And he started his entrepreneurial career during the high school years by founding Rocket Grip in the 11th grade. And it's a company which currently exports to more than 60 countries around the world. And Aksels is also focused on tax law in recent years and holds a master's degree in tax law and digitalization from the Vienna University of Economics and Business. And his presentation is going to be called Successful Youth Enterprises Stories. But I think one of his stories is going to be about the business he runs itself. So, Aksels, please.
One. Can you hear me? It's fine. Yes, I can hear myself. Hello, everybody. It was a really nice discussion before me, and a lot of things that were meant there in this discussion from the takeaway side, the mistakes, the dreams. I will mention as well them in my presentation. So my presentation will be mainly based on background, how we started, how we thought, what were in our minds back then. Because we were 17 years old, and when we started, it was like, no, we want to go for the business. It's not going to be a student company, but we actually applied for the student company as well. And a lot of these newspapers and everything refers to as in the business since high school. And as I said, yes, we are from 11th grade, and we're still running. I'm now 23 years old. And this business for us has been since 2016. And what is Rocket Grip? So this is the project that we run. This is the company that we run. Maybe somebody has heard of Rocket Grip. If you have, yes, great. I know that my partner was also speaking with you in some of the master classes. So it's great to hear that you know about us. But just fast forward, what is Rocket Grip? It's a technology, it's a plastic rubber kind of a technology that shrinks and can be applied to various sticks, hockey sticks, tennis rackets, lacrosse sticks, and so on. So that's Rocket Grip. And as I said, we were established in 2016, like the idea started in the 2016, but actually as a company we were established in 2017. Fun fact, we were participating in I think it was 2017, beginning of 2017, in the student companies finals in Latvia, and we only got third place. So third place, we weren't first, but we are the only ones running since then. Currently we are exporting to more than 60 countries worldwide, and a lot of familiar names in ice hockey industry are using our products, and we are not buying them. They are buying our products from us because they love our product. But maybe from the beginnings, how it started. So converting problems arising in your hobbies was actually the reason how we started. And I was playing ice hockey before. Now I'm just playing for the amateur level, beer leagues, how it's called in ice hockey industry. I was lazy. I was really lazy, and I didn't like to retape the stick, and it was a problem for me. And then I have a friend. You met him, Rain. He was also, and he's my partner and co-founder. And he is this kind of a technical guy. He has watched a lot of YouTube videos, learned so many things about robotics, materials, science, and stuff like that. I'm not that kind of guy. And I told him my problem, and he was like, okay, you know, I think I know what should we do. And in our case, it was team. I also heard the team in the panel discussion. Team is important because without Rainis, there wouldn't be any product. But back then, we were only two people in the team. And the money. Money won't fix everything. That's a fact. And in our case, we started with 300 euros that we earned in the summer. So 300 euros. And throughout our journey, we have had like cases where investors comes to us, and we have turned down a couple €100,000 in our whole career owning this business. But the reason is actually pretty easy, because easily understandable, because money won't fix everything. You need a team, you need to sell, and in a lot of cases, money won't increase your sales. You will have money, okay, you can buy some people, labor and so on, but machinery and stuff like that. But the problem in our case was that we cannot sell as many as we want, and the money won't fix the selling point. And yeah, this was the product. And I really like the picture there, which is on my left. This was the first prototype that we made, and it really made me, when we tried it for the first time, we were so hyped, and we were like, yes, this product is gonna work, we are gonna be millionaires, and everything's gonna be so fun and cool. And actually it wasn't so. It wasn't so easy. It's still cool. We tried to replicate, so it looks pretty bad, but still it was the first one. And that's why I love this picture. But after this picture, it took a year to actually develop the first type of product that we have right now. So, because we didn't have money. In this case, money would help. Money would help because we had this kind of mentality. Fake it till you make it. We made a brand, emails, everything was super professional. And we were writing to so many manufacturing sites and saying, okay guys, we are a big company from Latvia, we are selling a lot of grips out here, and we need some samples from you. And that's how we went. It's the reason why it actually took a year to get to the end product, because we were asking for the samples from each and every one. And at one point, after a year, we actually got a kind of a product that actually works. But it didn't fully, but it was only a bit necessary to adjust some sort of these proportions of rubber and plastic in it, but it worked. So, love this picture. Looks really bad, but I love it. And yeah, so this was, as I said, our mentality was look professional, sound professional, sound like you're huge, like you will make a difference to them. And because, you know, back then we were only studying in high school, 11th grade, and in Latvia, nobody did really recognize us. But through internet, through online media, through writing emails, we could look professional. And that was the thing that we did. And as I said, when we got to the first prototype, it was like, okay, this is a real project. We need to work on this hard. And as I said, we wanted to look professionally, so it was the same for each and everything. Packaging. We went in the shops and searched, like, we looked what is happening in the shops. Okay, there are 3 types of packages. This one, this one, this one, and which color isn't there? And the yellow one wasn't in the ice hockey shops, because initially our goal was to be in all ice hockey shops. Stands. Okay, yeah, I will go to the packaging. So this is our first packaging. Looks awful, I know, but with this packaging, we were in I think in 3 shops in Latvia, and the product was selling. And can you guess what is this kind of a, you know, this label on the right from me? Can you guess what it is? Because back then, to order the package, we needed like to order hundreds of units, and that was expensive, and we didn't have the money. So, has anybody have any ideas what this was? Okay, you maybe know.
I think it costs you 9 cents per unit.
Yeah.
And it's a simple picture.
Yeah, it's a simple picture. That's true. That's true. That's a simple picture. And we could order 1 picture, we could order 2 pictures, and it was like the print on demand. How many we needed them, we could get them. And only when we got the sales, we were ordering materials. So we were working from the cash flow all the time. And about the stand also, so we saw, okay, there are certain stands in these shops, And what we did, like, we didn't have money to make one, but what we did, we bought this one on my right, and we just simply applied this, how it's called? Yeah. So we remade it, and it costed us like 30 euros. So when you don't have money, you are so creative. You're super creative, and you spend it really wisely. And we had a dream. I heard this. We had a dream, and this one is actually pretty funny one. This was a personal one back then, because we were 17 years old, and what did we want was the BMW. And that was our personal dream, not the company's dream, but our personal dream was to drive a BMW. So, and actually, we had it like as a WhatsApp group picture. We were 2 people in a group. Everybody was laughing at us. Like, why do you have a group for 2 people, right? But we had one. And this was the picture on our WhatsApp group. And back then, the mathematics were actually really simple. You know, we are 2 people. One BMW costs like 40K. So we need 80K. One grip costs 15 euros. So we need to sell around 5,300 grips. Obviously, it didn't work like that. That's true. And we didn't recognize back then in high school that there are taxes, accounting, work. Work is actually a really expensive one. That you need to hold a stock, you have to rent premises, and so on. So obviously, it didn't work out with 5,300 grips. And actually, this is more of a liability, not an asset. So I think the next slide should be, okay. And how we actually started, so like our idea was we need to get into each and every shop. How can we get these 5,300 grips? And we went to the shops, we made cold calls. We were so desperate that we couldn't get a sale, a big one, a one that would matter. And that's when we started to learn about Facebook advertising. Back then in 2016, 2017, it wasn't so popular as now. And this was our first video that we made. Really funny. Like, there is a white paper on the background, somebody's holding stick, somebody's pouring the water, and somebody's filming with an iPhone. So really, but like, now it seems funny, but to be honest, this video in a Facebook, we generated around 40,000 euros from this video. And this kept us running. And this was the reason why we had the money, we could expand, we could invest in marketing, we could invest in every single thing. And in 2019, we moved in the first premises, and we bought the first machinery. We are calling it BMW because it was really expensive. And yeah, and this is me in 2016, really happy before the first this trade happening in I think it's in junior achievements, these trade shows, or how do you call them? And yeah, really young, really happy, and everything was made with the hand back then. With the thing on the right, on the left, we were selling a lot, and we were able to produce a lot, and that was it was really a cornerstone of growth, because at one point before it was, I think, 2018 and around December, we were selling so much that we couldn't produce the product, basically, and that was the problem. So we stopped the ads, and we didn't take the money because we just couldn't fulfill the obligations to our customers. And this was the thing that changed everything. Also, like, currently we have two these kind of BMWs, so for each one of us, but and more machinery and these kind of things. So everything's now optimized, and we only need one worker, and one worker can produce 1 million can work with 1 million turnover per month. So all our manufacturing process is pretty much optimized to the level that there is only one person needed. And yes, in 2022, just a quick wrap up, more than 100,000 grips sold. We are available in 150 shops. It's Switzerland's biggest shop. It's Aachener Hockey, a really big one. Then Finland, Sweden. So, and our kind of an approach is we didn't actively sell to the shops, they came to us. Because they saw the advertising, everybody was speaking about the grip. Everybody thought, okay, this is an innovation and it looks great, we need it in our shop. And that's what they did. We didn't actively sell to them, even though at first we were going to them, hey, maybe you want to buy some grips. Obviously, currently I'm also doing active cold calling to the biggest shops, but basically the strategy is to be in to have the biggest partner in each country worldwide. And currently, we have done it with Europe, and hopefully next week on Wednesday, I have a meeting with friends from America, and I really hope that we can get that market as well, because 68% of our grips are going to US, Canada, and that's 60%. All other like grips are going to Scandinavia and Switzerland. And only in Latvia, around 4% of our turnovers remain. So it's a big thing that you think worldwide. While you focus only on these geographical small locations, it's really hard to expand, especially in the small markets. Hockey accessory market is super small. So you have to think big. You have to think outside the borders. And yeah. Brent Burns, I love this guy, he's super cool. And he's playing with our grips. You can see the small grip there. Maybe a bit hard, but yeah. He's playing in an NHL, iconic athlete, cool guy. So and all these, as I said, we haven't bought any of them. They just like the grip, so we are obviously providing for free, but they just like to use it. Tony, he was our first customer, and this is also one of my takeaways. Like if I look back, Rainis was watching 2019's World Championship in ice hockey finals, Finland against Canada, and he saw the grip in the background, and he was like, "Wait! It looks like our grip." And then we actually went through our webpage, and we saw that yes, one of the guys from national team of Finland is playing with our grip, and we didn't even know this. So you have to check, check what kind of customers do you have. Because I have one friend who is also selling in e-commerce. He sold to the Post Malone a box of guns, like not that kind of guns, but you know, the ones from the games. I don't know how to say, like how to explain them, because that's not my business, but to the Post Malone through internet, through online. So big box, and he bought them for $5,000. So you have to check what is your customer, because sometimes it can be huge and it can be groundbreaking for you. Because we needed this first pro player that actually says, yes, this grip is cool and I love it and I won't go back to the tape again. And this was this guy, so we really appreciate him. He's a super nice guy. And check which are your customers, so that's pretty important. Obviously, we have Latvian ones, many of them. Indrash is the most popular one. Brothers Bukarti, both of them are playing with. So we have a lot of them in Latvia now. And yeah, and this is how it looked like this from the stages. We started without money. Then we had a bit of money, so we invested in something, and currently we can buy designers' services, and everything is built professionally. So we have gone through these stages, and there are more stages ahead, and we still have to remain with this kind of a dream. What we want to achieve, what is our dream as a company, what is our dream as a person. And what I want to say is that being in a business doesn't mean that you have to leave everything that you, for instance, love or like to do in the background. No, And both of us were still studying while having the business. Okay, it was pretty rough, and you had to work like 24 hours a day actually, because half of it was a school and the other half was a work. But you can do it. And as also it was introduced, I was able to finish the bachelor's and master's in Vienna also. So it doesn't mean that the business is everything to you. It is a lot, but you can still connect. You can still focus on things that you love to do, and you can still find the time to do that. So that's all. Thank you.